Welcome to this review slash recommendation of The Culture Map by Erin Meyer. So, I think it's really one of the top books on culture and how it affects different situations that we are in, especially in a business case. Now, while the book is all focusing on managers and leadership, I do think it has a lot of value actually, even if you're not directly managing people or working together with people, because you learn a lot from other ones, and the more global our society gets, the more we're actually getting melted one to another. And I think it's always interesting to understand why some certain people might have chosen different or have done things differently than we do normally. Now, in the whole book, Erin talks about 8 different dimensions and how different cultures differ in one or the other. First one is communication. Is it rather low context, so you state everything that you want to say, or is it high context and you leave room for people to actually actively listen and interpret things into it? Then there is also the second dimension of evaluating. Do you give like direct negative feedback, or is it like indirect negative feedback? You hold back a little bit, you pack up the feedback and wrap it up. There is the persuasion. So is it principles first, more theoretical, or is it application first, rather that you persuade people? There is the fourth dimension of leading. Is it rather egalitarian or hierarchical? How do you take decision? If this is the fifth dimension, is it consensual or is it like top down? There is the trust dimension. Is it like a more task-based dimension or relationship? There is the way of how you disagree. Do you disagree confrontational or avoid confrontation? And there is the scheduling. Is it more like linear time and you plan everything out, or do you have more a flexible time scale? So I do think these are 8 dimensions that are quite important, especially in business, and how the way how to deal it and interpret some parts is really important. And while there are these dimensions, and you can find for quite a lot of countries now, you can find these tools. The thing is that it doesn't mean that every single person will be like this, but it's also kind of like it's more like a tendency, and the people there still spread around this specific points where the country is. And I think it's always good. At least, I mean, the first part is really to learn about it and see the different ways how we can interpret things and how it works. But on the other hand, once you know this, then you can you might know where to start from, but then you also can adapt to the people and how they work. And I think when I on my own went through the book, I learned a lot about like some past experiences that I had where it was like more an cultural setting, and how different people look at things, and I understood quite a lot of things. So I do think it's really like a super nice book. You're gonna learn a lot about yourself, but also about others, and you might open up more to understanding also different people. And I do think there is the whole part of listening. This is one of the things that she starts with. The most important thing is to listen to the others, and if there's some difference, you might just assume that there might be a cultural difference, and you leave it to the doubt that people actually try to do their best. And I do think this is it's a super interesting and nice approach. The whole book is actually also spiked with a lot of real world examples from Erin on her own when she was going around traveling, but also from the classes that she gave where she actually uses some real life situations where you have different cultures that work together and have to figure out how to be most efficient. And there are a lot of tools as well, like if you rather like high context, how would you behave in certain situations to communicate to low context people, or the other way around, how to basically also like a scheduling time difference, how to adapt with this, and being more flexible or more linear time, to really kind of try to figure out how the group works most efficiently together. So that's from my side. I hope you like this review. I hope you gonna read the book and you will have fun reading it and learning a lot from it. Thanks a lot and see you soon.